Hello, Namaste. I'm Dr. Mohana Kumari, coming from India, and I born from the native Indians. My parents, they were native Indians and gave a lot of knowledge about medicinal plants. Later they allowed me to learn scientifically, so I graduated science and I went to study Ayurveda. But I was not satisfied with my studies because I was seeing very little medicines comparing with my birth knowledge. So I went to do research with the tribes, mainly the Kani tribes. 15 years I did research work, and I learned about 10,000 medicinal plants from them. Thanks to those native Indians, they keep the treasures from this world. Now I'm hearing big law coming or stay coming, and million signature almost ready. For what I'm thinking? Yes, it is for continuing the herbs and continuing the usage of herbs. But who is using? Who is making? Is there any unity between these people? That is lacking. Everybody thinking they are big, they are great. Nobody want to know others. There is no union about that. So even if we win tomorrow, this is a problem. It continue because there is no common law or compassion. For me, law has to be with compassion and respect for the nature. That is lacking. Last more than 15 years I'm here, working every day for the improvement of plants, especially the disappearing plants. I don't see much people interested in this field. They all want ready-made things. And most of the people don't know about these precious medicines. Because of them, we are existing in this earth. Maybe they don't know, so they don't want to know. I disagree with that. So this issue, let us bring this issue for a new start of trying to know about this importance of almost going to disappear many special, unbelievably healing power carriers. Still they are existing. You can see around here. They are existing here. You can take care of them just like your children or just like your own people. Why not? So I am inviting you all to come here to do something. We all have to unite together. The moment we are one, then the nature is not going to disappear. No medicine will vanish. It is our mistake. By science collecting, it is not enough. Maybe you get chance to continue, but what we are doing, all the membership giving places, registration places, what they are doing, when you are in trouble, nobody is standing for you. They are not helping for any plant to grow. These are future's promise. What about our children? What about future's existence for us? The plants. For breathing oxygen, you need plants. For avoiding radiation, you need plants. So when somebody is standing against you, I'm not surprised. It is our fault. We have to join together. We have to help each other. We have to stop jealousy and competition and throwing out others if they know much more than these people. That's not good. Just respect each other. Just do good things for each other. Support each other. All these days, I was thinking I have to say something. Then many people came here, asked me to say something. I said it won't be soaping talk. I want to be honest. I want to be realistic. We forgot about our compassion, love for nature, love for ourselves. We forgot totally. We are only selfish. We are thinking about me, that's all. Around us is nothing. That we have to change. Then only we can have herbs here or anywhere. You cannot stop herbs. You can stop your bad behavior, including my behavior. We have to change. We have to love each other. We have to help each other. Come together. That is from an old woman. Many years, more than 50 years. 15 years here, 50 years in India. So I think now I have to say something about why all these problems came. Actually, we created that problem because we don't have any union. The real union to strengthen ourselves, to make us powerful, to teach our children how important this nature, how much importance we have to give this nature, especially this nature plants, animals, birds. Everything has to be respected.
My name is Cornelis Pieters. I'm the director of Europa Ayurveda Center, a small, modest, traditional Ayurveda center in the northeast of the Netherlands. We are growing our own herbs, and from these herbs we are making our own traditional Ayurveda medicines, herbal medicines, what is known already for centuries in India. I married Dr. V.P. Mohana Kumari. She is an Indian traditional Ayurveda doctor. And when she visited for the first time the Netherlands, there was a tremendous interest in her profession in Ayurveda. So when our son wanted to study here in the Netherlands, we decided to stay here and to start in a modest way our small Ayurveda center. But the interest was so big that after a couple of years we bought here this farmhouse and several acres of land to have sufficient land to grow our traditional herbs. Now, with the new rule from the European countries, on the 1st of May, that is already coming Monday, there is a ban on traditional medicines. And the traditional medicines, that means that medicines, what is not already here for 30 years in Europe, will not be allowed after the 1st of May. I think that is not correct. The knowledge what Ayurveda, the knowledge what traditional Chinese medicine, the knowledge what traditional native medicines has, that is just that we just are trying now to discover. With the new techniques, like system biology, we can now understand truly the reaction and the action of complex herbal medicines and a mixture of 40, sometimes 100 medicines together, what makes one herb. Before it was impossible to find out. Nowadays with the new techniques it is possible to see on a system level how these medicines are working. So when the time is now so interesting to really prove and to see how these complex medicines are working, it is too quick to ban these traditional medicines. And I think also the knowledge from the past is very, very important to study that and to bring that into the future. For that, I ask your cooperation. I ask your cooperation to give the plants the place what he deserves. There are many medicinal plants what are on the brink of extinction, endangered species. There are red list with so many plants what are in danger. Here in Witharen in the Netherlands, we have enough land to build a glass house, and in that glass house we want to give a place to these plants, to these endangered species, to give them a home and to try to grow them in such a way that we can put them back again in nature. Because this is our treasure. This is an unbelievable treasure. We have to give them home. We have to study the plants. We have to find out the medicinal properties. Instead of arguing, instead of making laws, instead of putting all our effort in court cases and in all kind of difficult paths, I want to ask you to unite, to do, to act, and to think logic. Listen to the talk from my wife. When I took her here to the Netherlands, one of her students told me, listen, you are going to take the whole of India with you. At that moment, I didn't understand the meaning of his words. But now I know it very well. Her knowledge is the knowledge from ancient India. Her knowledge is the knowledge from the unwritten book. Her knowledge is the knowledge from being the nature. Not acting it, but being there. And seeing the plant. And treating the plants as our own children. And really understand the working and the medicinal properties from the plant by being constantly in between them. That you cannot find in any book. And that is a treasure what people has to understand. You have to understand that. And you have to see that. That is knowledge what has to safeguard for now, for the present, but also for the future. Here I want to make, and I have the place and I have the possibilities for that, to make a glass house, a greenhouse, a place for these traditional herbal plants, the disappearing varieties. I want to bring them back. I want to ask universities to come here and to do research and to find out the medicinal properties, to create new medicines, and not to look too much to all kind of laws, but to look at the nature, because we are the nature and we cannot take the nature out the nature. It's impossible. Obama is telling, yes, we can. But I'm telling you, yes, we do. It's time for action. It's time for doing. Join us. Donate for this center. Safeguard the medicinal plants and give them a home, give them a place. Come here, see what we are doing, and one day you will sit with me into the plane to bring the plants back to the native origin and create new forests, new tribes, new medicinal plants, and make the earth a better place to live.